My YouTube channel, and today I am chopping up. Oh, you have to forgive the light, you know, it's kind of bright, but shadowy. But hold on one second, let me fix this. Just give me 1 second. All right, there we go. So today we're gonna chop up some beets, and these are already, you know, stuff that's already been put in to the program. And so today I'm going to just take whatever chops and sound packs that came with the program and show you how I flip it. And then you will see me use, you know, my record. Let me show you my record collection real quick. It's very small, but this is select few records that I've collected over the years. You know, I got all of these right here, as you can see. And then I got me a little record player here. I don't scratch on it. Just a little simple something. And so, you know, and eventually I'm gonna flip my studio out. Right now, as you can see, I'm in the shed. Upstairs Productions in effect. Okay. Okay, we have downloaded the new 2.5. I don't have MPC 3.0 yet, so, which is fine. It's running. Please shut it down. So it's asking me to shut the program down. So now I'm updating the program I got. Okay. Now, wow, this is amazing. Let's see, update. No, go back. See, what do I have here? Let's see if my little, this is what I have. I got an MPC Studio 2. Reinstall, check. All right. Run MPC. Check. Okay. Do you want to reinstall? Yes, I do. Computer must restart. Okay. So right now my computer's installing the newest version. I had to go and clean out a lot of things out of my MacBook, and you must get external memory or an external device. And so I do have Samsung. I'm a fan of Samsung products, so I'm not an Apple guy when it comes to phones and memory, but when it comes to these programs, Mac is the best. Save. All right, save the license. Continue. I agree to the licensee. Of course I agree. Go ahead and install. What's my password to the computer? Of course I'm not going to say that out loud. Okay, right now it's running and updating. All right, restart. So now it's restart my computer. So what I'm gonna do is just show y'all some of the packs that come with the program and how I chop samples. And actually I don't chop samples as much. I'm still new at it, but I do know how to do a 16 pad, like a 16-step chop that I have on my Instagram with sampled a little, you know, Ray Charles, old school Ray Charles. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Sampled this one right here, old school Ray Charles. And this album was released in, let's see if I can find a year on here. Usually it's on the sleeve of the album. but this is so old I don't know if it's even on here. They usually have the year that it was produced, but this probably was done in the 50s. I'm pretty sure it is. I can tell by the sounds and the band, and produced on ABC Records. So it says produced by Tangerine Record Corporation, but on ABC, Paramount. You know, they was conglomerating back then. Well, my next chop is Louis Armstrong. I'm a big jazz fan, so this will be my next chop when I do it. And these are, I've listened to this album before. I've listened to it online. I've listened to it on the record player. Very nice. I got this from someone that I used to attend church with a long time ago, and she knew I was into collecting vinyl. And she said, do you want my vinyl collecting, because we can't use it anymore, and we give it to you because we know you take care of it. So yeah, so I'll be chopping from this, and you'll get to see that, of course. Always put my next chop on this little speaker right here. I face it so when I walk in the shed I can see. Okay, all right, the program's up. Now we just gonna pull up the basic MPC. Let's see how this thing look now that I finally got enough space that I cleared out on my Mac to. Oh yeah, it looks real nice. Wow. Just a little different, just that one. Now I don't have 3, and I don't need 3, because I'm already used to using DAWs and used to using hardware. So I can program without any keyboard, you know, without this, or without my Studio 2. I can program it. I've been doing this for a long time, so I have so many processes, and all my processes are different. They're never the same. So we're just gonna pull something. Let's go to we'll go to Gold Dust. This is one of my favorite packs that Akaya has used. Has some great sounds, great programs too. I'm gonna do a lo-fi one, and let's see if we can do this one. I'm gonna drag it over here. All right, gotta cut my speakers on so you guys can hear. So what I usually do is I listen to the chops. And I get a tempo going. As you can hear, I kind of like that. So now what we do is we tap out the tempo, and I'll let you look at that. And this is what I was doing. So that's pretty basic, pretty basic material. So there you have it, basic. But now we're gonna work the sample. So now I wanna hear what sounds I have as far as my drums. Got a kick. I guess it's like a little hi-hat, like a clavicle type of thing. Some little snare, a flat one. Cymbals, which I hardly ever use. The reason I don't use cymbals a lot, because I don't know what to do with them, because as a child I wanted to be a drummer, but I have terrible coordination. But my fingers are like drumsticks, so I can beat on tables, you know, the old school beating on tables pen. Not as good as my younger brother who was awesome with it. He used to make beats with the pencils like nothing else, with the pens. I was so envious of him. And I was like, okay, that's his skill set, not mine. So I started rapping. Anyway, so let's see what we can do, okay? We're gonna create a tempo. All right, now I got my tempo. We're gonna tap the tempo out. It's at 120. So let's start there. Let's see. And we can slow it down to 26. So tapping the tempo is like transposing to me. So, but I want it to be a little bit faster than that. So we'll take it back to 120 BPMs. And I'm just gonna go up here and type that in. I'm sorry y'all, I don't have another camera to do this. You know, my channel is new. I finally decided to start showing people how I do what I call chop of the morning. And what I'll do is I'll do a chop and then I'll put it on my Instagram and I'll say chop of the morning. What do you think about this beat? So far I've got about 2 or 3 of those. I think it's 3 of them, chops of the morning. So we're gonna go that way. All right, here we go. We're gonna record it first. We're gonna sequence. We're gonna choose our track. And let's give it probably, we're gonna go 8 bars. That's what I typically do. And then I'm gonna make the beat first. There we go. That's our little tempo. Quantize it because we're not trying to. And I'm just gonna put on my track, I'm gonna put just drums. We're just gonna keep it basic for the sake of the video. Okay, now we're gonna go to our second track and we're gonna make this the sound and or melody. Let's say melody. We're gonna do melody and we're gonna go with melody. And this is where the chops come in. So got my melody, enter. We want to go back to the beginning. You make sure you put your locator, your start, and make sure you start from the beginning because I have had a mistake of not starting from the beginning and my sample or my melody ends up in the middle of my bars, or you know, in the middle of the track, and it's always off. So here we go. That's simple. That's simple. Okay, now then we play it and this is what you get. Now what I want to do is, now I'm going to throw the bass line in. And of course we're going to go back to the beginning. Alright. And this is always going to be a 4-bar loop with these. This is a lo-fi type of deal. And the pack is the MPC Gold Dust. Man, Gold Dust has that soul that I like. Even though this is a lo-fi song, or if you do a hip-hop song, or you do like a trap song, it's those melodic sounds in this Gold Dust pack. Even if I was to go to my record collection and grab, that's most likely what I grab, because that's what era I come from. Soul music, funk music, you know, you know, growing up listening to disco, listening to the Isleys, have my uncles playing soul music, my mom waking up every morning listening to the radio station, and you know, listen to the old R&B, you know, Ashford and Simpson and all of those greats. And while the singing and the songs were good, I always focused on the music, the instruments. I love live orchestras. I love going to see jazz quartets. I'm a sound engineer, so I would work live sound shows where there would be a 4-set band or a 5-set band, and I would be the guy behind the board mixing the sound. And I still do that to this day. I still do sound live every Sunday at my church. Yes, I do go to church. And that's where I hone my skills for listening for a sound. So when I come back home and come into the studio here and create, sometimes I'll just get on here and just punch out stuff and never record. So that show you how much I love the production part of doing the music. So now we're just going to add the bass line here. All right. We're going to make sure we're at the beginning. And then we're going to go to, we still have to track select. So we're going to go to the third track, and I'm going to type in bass line. And here we go. Enter. Hold on. I'm going to let you guys see this time. I don't know how I can get this for you guys to see, but we're going to go and do this anyway. So now here we go. We're going to start recording. Oh. Well, what happened? Oh, I see. My memory's full, so it cut off. So y'all didn't get to see it. So let me show it to y'all real quick before it cuts off on me again. Here we go. This is what I did. All right, now before this thing shuts off, I'm just gonna run through it. I'm not gonna explain, but we need some snares. We need something snappy in there. So I'm just gonna program snares here. Enter. And we go from the beginning. And I'm just gonna do something very basic. All right, here we go. It, and there you have it. A simple 4-track beat off of the MPC. Thank you guys for tuning in, and next time we will do a chop from the record. Remember, we're going to chop some Louis Armstrong. Thanks for tuning in. Channel Artist, top of the morning to you.